I don't know if you guys realize this, but by the time this podcast comes out, by the time this episode comes out, it's going to be Valentine's Day. So this is technically the special Valentine's Day episode.
Wow.
Oh, Simon. Simon?
Yes.
Will you be my Valentine?
Oh, any year, Stefan.
Any year? 2099. Valentine's forever.
Drama to Ramen.
Yeah, all right, cool. So let's get into the episode.
Hold on. First off, Zoe, what show did we watch
Yo.
this week?
Our very first Chinese drama, Two Fathers.
Oh, was it
Oh.
really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Neat.
Now I always check when I start the show. I go over to the captions just to like double check which nationality we are viewing, so we don't have another problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, with hindsight, calling the show Drama and Ramen was kind of like a bad move for like the greater, for entertainment from the greater continent of Asia. For
Yeah.
The general zone.
Well, that was my idea. So
I mean-
I'm sorry, I apologize.
No, Simon, I'm not putting you on blast. I'm just like, we needed next time when this show dies and our next show rises from the ashes, we need a more inclusive title.
Like Podcast House.
Yeah. You're all welcome in the podcast house.
Podcast House doesn't, there's no nationality implied.
No,
Yeah.
it's a pan-nationality podcasting experience.
It's a real melting pot.
You melt. We melt you.
We turn the heat up all the way in the house.
Yeah.
That's one of the challenges. I gotta scoot closer to you so we get a fair. So to
You
fill
can
you,
feel the Valentine's energy in the room.
to fill you in, audience, Zoe is currently not here with us. She is recording through Discord, and me and Stefan are in the same room sharing some earbuds. to
Imagine
listen
a
to.
long table that like 3 people are having dinner at, and like 2 of them are bumping elbows, and then the others on the other end of the table, and they're like giving you that side eye, but like the front eye.
The front eye.
Yeah.
All the way at the other side of the table, 102 degrees, ready to party.
It's kind of weird for me to only be hearing things through my right ear, but
Welcome to my life, Simon. All I hear is through my left ear.
if we put our heads together, we can hear on both sides.
Yeah. People like tap me on the right shoulder, and sometimes I like karate chop them because I'm so surprised. I'm like, whoa,
You're like,
don't sneak up on me.
what's that nursery rhyme that's like, Jack Bean could eat no lean.
I have no
His
idea.
wife could eat no...
Jack Sprat?
Jack Sprat. Jack Sprat could eat no fat. His wife could eat no lean. So between the two of them, they licked the plate clean. Something like that. It's like that, where I can hear through my right ear, and you can hear through your left ear.
And then
so
we can,
together.
and then we can like form into a robot.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about the show. My Two Dads.
I don't think we actually did an intro.
This is Drama and Ramen,
No, we didn't.
episode 12 question mark.
Yeah. We have like a Doctor Who situation going on where like Podcast House is questionably included.
We don't know
in
if
the...
Podcast House is canon or not.
Yeah.
This show is so Podcast House is a parasite that has infected Drama and Ramen, and Drama and Ramen is a husk that is like being moved. Like Podcast House is sending impulses to the decaying brain of Drama and Ramen.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's get into the show, which was Two Fathers.
Oh, I just called it My Two Dads a second ago. Is that a different show?
I think it is a different show.
Okay.
Um,
So hey, what did everyone think of the television program Two Fathers?
hold on, I want to search My Two Dads and see, because I feel like that is, yeah, My Two Dads. Yeah, American sitcom came out in 1987.
Wow.
When did
Think
Two
about it. The
Fathers
year
come out?
democracy was born.
Progressive.
And then Two Fathers came out in 2013, so just a little behind.
2013, great year.
It's had 73
Year
episodes.
after the world ended.
So between March 26th and July 22nd of the same year, 2013, it had 73 episodes. And then nothing after that.
I don't want to think about how many episodes that is.
What could you fit? I mean,
It's
from the
73
episodes, from the episode we saw, what could you use that for?
I don't know. You could put these fathers in different situations, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's just how sitcoms work.
I guess episode 1 is just like, oh, here's the grocery store. Like, when are they doing taxes? There's definitely an episode on like, oh, it's the first. I don't know what school kids do these days. It's the first sporting event. Here's a jersey.
Yeah.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. The beach episode with the dads, 2 dads in swimsuits.
Oh my God, yes. So what is this show about? What is its dealio?
So
Yeah,
go.
it is 2 dads
Mm-hmm. Well,
coexisting.
technically, only one of them is the dad.
The real dad, but
What happened is there's this lady who cheated on both of them with each other, basically. Okay. It's not really explained. The intro is very chaotic. And she's like, I didn't have the courage to confront you, and also I don't want this baby, so you guys have it and raise it together. And then they both think that they're the father, and then they're like, let's do a DNA test, and then they just don't.
I don't know.
I don't know. What struck me as strange in that very first scene was that
My notes out here.
the baby was at an OBGYN and not like at a hospital.
Yeah.
What struck me weird about that scene was that the mother was like, "It's yours, both of you. Here you go."
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Try to start some comedic dynamic.
Like,
and raise this child.
I'm not sure if that's a crime, but that definitely feels like a
I don't feel like
questionable.
we can do that. We can. I mean, I don't know what law is in. You know what? I'll just stop that there. I don't know what law is.
Like, I'm totally down for like adoption if you're not up for like raising someone, but like dropping it on 2 dudes, like that's a little.
What if? Yeah. What would you do if you were dating somebody and then you went to the hospital, and there was another guy there, and then the lady was like, "Hey, I cheated on both of you with each other, and here's the kid. I don't want it. You raise it." Would you do it?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like, this is such a. It's so far outside of the bounds of what I think is possible.
Yeah. Well, I think it would depend on the guy, you know.
Anyway, after this like buck wild thing happens, it like cuts to a few years later, and they're like, oh, they're hanging out, raising this little girl.
It kind of montages through some. The intro is just like completely chaotic. Like I said, it was almost 28 Moons level of chaotic, which isn't, nothing can be that chaotic, but it's still.
I don't think you can compare 28 Moons to anything, but. Just
you wait. I'm gonna get a film degree, and that'll set me up for life. And then I'll make 29 Moons. It'll be the 10 Cloverfield Lane of the 28 Moons cinematic universe.
And you'll do it all without ever actually watching the second episode.
Yeah.
So it kind of montages through the whole, also throughout the whole intro, they have like this music that's just kind of put on there.
Oh, it's bomb as hell. It's my ringtone now.
Is it really?
No.
Okay. Sorry, you could have gone along with it.
It does, it feels a little bit like stock music, but like...
Yeah. No, it's not that the music is bad, it's just that they just kind of, like, put it there.
Yeah, it does not feel natural. Because, like, there's one point where, like, in the middle of a line of dialogue, you hear the song hard stop and start again.
Yeah. It always, yeah, it never, like, pauses in moments when it feels right. Like when the guys first make eye contact, you'd expect there to be, like, suddenly the music stops and they look at each other. And they're like, what? What are you doing here? But it just kind of keeps going over shots of them intensely staring at each other.
In their defense, have we seen a show yet that had decent music?
Well, that's the thing about music and shows.
Devilman had a great soundtrack.
That's true. The thing about music and shows is that, like, when it's good, when it's fitting, you really don't even notice it because, like, it's integrated. At least, I mean, maybe it's just me. I don't, like, pay that much attention to music and shows unless it's, like, really good. I don't know.
There's a thing that I'd like to talk about really fast.
Okay.
Which is the levels of, like, side-eye in this show are, like, so powerful. Like, I can't handle it. Because, like, these two dudes in the hospital room are just, like, melting each other with these, like, fiery gazes. They're just, like, throwing around like it's nothing. And, like, later when, like, they have, like, the meet your parent day at school. And, like, the girl's like, this is my dad, this is my other dad. Like, the moms are like, ooh. And, like, it's a bad moment, but, like, such, like, convincing side-eye. It's very powerful.
There's, like, every time something happens that's, like, slightly shocking on the show, it's like every other actor turns and looks at the direction of where it's happening and goes, and there's a, ooh. It's like they've replaced the laugh track with a shocked track. And it's not like anyone is actually saying it, it's kind of been overlaid. Anyway.
Although I did like in the hospital room when they're like, it's my baby, they take a step back and just stare at each other and the camera cuts back between them like 6 times. And like there's no words, it's just them staring at each other, and every time the camera comes back it's closer.
So it cuts forward a bit. It's going through montages. They never take a DNA test, I guess, and just decide to raise it together.
What if that's what
And
happens
also-
in episode 73?
They finally take the DNA test.
Yeah. And it's like, it's neither of your babies. It's this third dude.
It was a virgin birth. She's God's child.
Like Anakin in the Star Wars.
Sure.
So they just decided... Do you think they decided to move in together after they found out about the kid, or what? Because
Probably.
it seemed like they immediately moved in together in the montage, but
How about
you
this?
can't really tell.
They were already living together. And that made it even crazier.
Weirder.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because, like, if my partner, who I thought was pregnant with my baby, didn't know and also was cheating on me for at least a span of 9 months, like, if she doesn't know who the... then, like, my first step wouldn't be move in with the other guy who might also be the father. Like, I don't know what my first step would be, but it wouldn't be that.
Like, do you think it was already one of their apartments, or do you think they were like, we gotta find a nice place to raise this child together?
I don't know. Like, they would have to move in, because I don't know if, like, there's a lot of, like, lawyer and also, what does the other guy do?
He's
A
a florist.
Yeah, I don't know if that's, like, a good roommate combo.
Yeah.
Or if, like,
It's a good character combo.
yeah.
kind of. Yeah, on that note, I think yeah, so the one of the guys is a lawyer, and one of the guys is a florist, and they have kind of this dynamic where the florist guy is like he's a little stricter and stuff.
He's like, don't put chips in the shopping cart, and then he
Yeah.
buys a bunch of vegetables. And then the other guy, who's the rad dad, I guess.
Yeah.
he's like, he has like this secret code with the kid, and he's like, I'm gonna go back into the supermarket and buy things.
He's but at the same time, Rad Dad is a little more he can be a little more aggressive away from the girl, while the florist, the stricter florist dad is more sweeter under the surface.
He's a sweet boy.
Yeah. So that's kind of their dynamic. And it's not bad. It's all right.
I appreciate this show.
Yeah. So they're living together, and the audio quality is like really bad. I wrote that down. The audio is garbage. It's like just kind of
You're garbage. These two dads are perfect.
I wasn't insulting the dads, Stefan. I'm just saying.
Good.
Well, so I've been editing. I've edited like the last, 12 episodes. And I've learned a lot about like audio editing through that. And if you go back, you'll see like in the earlier episodes, it's like our audio kind of peaked a lot and like really varied. But I've learned about like audio gain and stuff, and I'm just bragging right now.
I learned
That's what
about
I'm
your
doing.
mom. What up?
Yeah. I could hear your voice quickly turn into like a pretentious brag.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on.
Sorry, I was just to make the point, like they have no audio control here. It just kind of like peaks and a lot, and it sounds awful.
Do you ever think we've peaked?
I think I peaked in elementary school, if anywhere.
Honestly.
I really hope I haven't, because this is sad.
This is kind of weird, but I had there were so many girls asking me out in elementary school.
Oh.
Just kind of.
Good for you, Simon. Congratulations.
No, this isn't a. I'm sorry. I keep resulting to.
It's okay.
I'm just trying to raise my self-confidence over here.
No, Simon, you can be confident in yourself. You're a great person, Simon.
Thanks. You too, Stefan. Let's
Okay.
share a little
All
Valentine's Day hug.
All right, this is going to come across great on the audio.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Simon and I are hugging in real life.
Okay.
Why does this happen so often?
What?
Me and Stefan hugging on the podcast?
Yeah,
and-
across the table.
I mean, we're right close up to each other.
Zoe, it's Valentine's Day. Give us a break.
We're just trying to move in together and raise a little girl as our own.
Wait a minute.
I mean, I didn't say anything. Sorry, continuing. So then they end up at the supermarket together, the two dads and the little girl.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that scene, Zoe?
It was weird, but it was also really cute.
Yeah.
I liked when the lawyer dad went to go get a tie, and the little girl was helping him choose out the ties, and then the florist dad went to go help him tie the tie because for some reason this lawyer who wears ties every day doesn't know how to tie a tie, I guess.
What a mood.
And then there's these two ladies behind them.
Yeah.
They're like, oh.
Again
I
with
don't
the
know.
side
Judgy
eye.
looks.
Yeah,
And-
the side eye.
and
It's
then-
too powerful.
And then Rad Dad sees them, and he's like, oh.
He just goes
He's like,
for
I'm
it.
gonna
Mess.
with these guys.
He gives florist boy a little kiss,
He a little smoochy
a
on
little
the cheek.
a little peck. Yeah, and then they're like, oh, whoa.
Can I talk about my favorite part of the supermarket scene?
Yes,
Which is what happens in the parking lot outside the supermarket.
Yes.
So like Rad Dad, I guess his name is Rad Dad now.
Yeah. We didn't really do a
guess.
nickname
Yeah. I mean,
round. I
Rad
feel
Dad
like we just kind of
Yeah.
descended into it.
Okay, well, Rad Dad parks very badly at the supermarket, and so like Florist Dad is like, you need to park again. This is terrible. And then Rad Dad's like, suck my shorts. He's not wearing shorts.
He's not. Why would you?
He has tearaway pants and he has shorts underneath. He's like, chew on these. And then he skateboards into the supermarket.
I wish I had tearaway pants sometimes. Like especially.
Dude, I
in
would
the
wear
summer.
tearaway pants all the time.
Yeah, because you could just like come home and go. Whoop.
Another pair of pants underneath.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking about the John Mulaney bit where he had the tearaway pants.
Oh, that's right.
But like Rad Dad parks very badly, and then like this other person comes to park, and they take off his side mirror by accident, and then this woman gets out of the car, and she sees the side mirror that she took off, and then she like puts her hands to her head and says, "Oh no, that's the 5th time this month."
I missed that. Does she really?
Which I was like screaming in my head. I was crawling in my skin as well. But like, just that moment made the show.
Yeah, there was and then she left like a little note.
Yeah.
It's like sorry about that, and I guess she also left her phone number on there because Rad Dad, it's his car.
Yeah.
So he sees the note and then he calls her.
But she's in the supermarket.
Oh, and see what happened previously with that is that there was like a little pyramid of chocolates.
Forgot about this.
On the top shelf, right? And the lady who hit his car is trying to get them. And so he sees she's trying to reach for these chocolates, so he goes over and he grabs the chocolates. And she's like, "Oh, thank you," because, she assumes that he's getting them for her. And then he just puts them in his cart.
And then he skateboards away.
And he skateboards.
And he does like a kickflip. And then she's like, "But I saw them first." And he's like, "But I got him first." And then he fires a gun in the air.
He says, "Miss, if you want these chocolates, you try to grow an inch next time."
He's like, drink milk, get calcium, and then he like lights a cigarette and throws it on a fabric display.
That's right. Get your calcium, kids.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
And then he dabs.
He dabs through the earth.
Yeah, and he does push-ups with his legs, which is weird. I'm just thinking of cool things.
What did push-ups with your legs?
Yeah.
So
It's called walking.
would that be like your arms are splayed out and you're trying to?
I don't know.
Okay, let me. All right.
No, Simon, you're misunderstanding what he does. He says, "I'm gonna do push-ups with my leg to prove how better I am than you," and then he just walks away.
Like you splay out your arm.
Okay, Simon's worming on the floor right now.
And then you. No, I don't know how
This is uncanny. Like I've never seen a human move like this.
I so badly wish I could see this.
Okay, so
I
like
don't know how
he's in a. Oh, hold on, I'm describing it. That's not me. He's like in a position like a crab walk, kind of, and then he's like thrusting his midsection up in the, kinda.
I'm trying to. Okay. Well, like if a push up with your legs is just like. Because normally you have your legs splayed out, right?
Yeah.
Your arms up. So what would the opposite of that? A leg push up would just be like that, right? This is weird.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm.
Wow.
I feel like I'm trying to like what's the word? Woo you.
I think
my little mating dance on the floor.
Hey Simon, I
Yes.
know we're not supposed to like break the boundary on like what, not break the wall on what jokes are supposed to be, but I think the joke was push-ups with your legs are impossible.
Okay. I just wanted to myth-buster that
Okay.
for a second there.
Busted.
Yes. This myth is busted. You can't do push-ups with your legs. You can, but I guess they're called squats, probably.
Yeah. He just does like 14 squats in the middle of the grocery store, and the lady's like, sir, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Just minding my own business. Why don't you try it sometime?" Then he knocks over a whole shelf. Anyway, that's where I fell asleep in the episode. Was right after that.
Oh, we kind of completely twisted away. So she's the same lady.
Yes. Okay.
So she sees this and reasonably thinks to herself, "What an asshole."
And then like the camera cuts away to him doing one-armed push-ups on the conveyor belt in the store. And then he's like, "Hey, you guys seen Inception? Pretty cool movie, right?" It's like crazy. They have dreams inside of dreams.
All right. So she doesn't like him, but then he calls her later without her knowing it's him and him knowing it's her.
Because of the number that she left on his car.
Yes. And then she's like, "I'm so sorry for hitting your car." He says, "No, it's fine. You know, accidents happen all the time." And she thinks, "Oh, what a nice person. Unlike that other guy earlier." Ugh. Plot twist, they're the same guy.
Whoa.
Have you ever been on the phone and you're like, I wonder why it sounds like they're doing jumping jacks?
I kind of just assume whenever you're on like Discord or on the phone or something that you're doing jumping jack stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Because I mean you're doing jumping jacks right now.
Simon, don't break the
I'm
illusion.
sorry, I know. Stefan has always done jumping jacks, just kind of like in the middle. He says it like helps him speak better. I don't know how that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm just yeah.
So that happens, and then also she meets the other dad. That same lady meets the other dad because she's coming out of the bathroom, and the little girl is also coming out of the bathroom. And then the little girl points out that her skirt is ripped.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Oh, did you stop watching?
Yeah,
at that point?
I fell asleep
okay.
right at, like during the call, I think.
Zoe, did you get through the whole thing?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I think I didn't watch like the last 5 minutes, so I'm
Okay.
gonna get to that. But yeah, so the little girl like points out her skirt is ripped, and then she turns around to check, and it super is. And then it.
Yeah, her skirt's just like tucked into her leggings
Oh yeah, yeah.
at the top.
That's right. That's what it is. Yeah. It's not like super embarrassing. I don't feel like.
Not really, because people wear those kinds of leggings as pants.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really that big of a deal, but whatever.
But then it zooms out to like everyone else in the store looking at her, and the ooh thing comes on.
It's like the end of that Childish Gambino music video where it's like that pan around the diner and everyone is Donald Glover and they're all looking at Donald Glover.
Yeah, but then so she fixes that, and then she sees Flower Boy walking away with the little girl, and she's like, boy, all the good men are either dead, not born yet, or married.
She has really low standards.
Yeah. And then I think does it cut to her going home?
No, because there was an exchange like when when Rad Dad and the person driving the car, like when they meet, and she's like, "Go to my family's garage," right?
Right, yeah.
And you know what Rad Dad says to that?
What?
He puts his skateboard under her car, and then he stomps down really hard and flips her car over.
I feel like we're fixing the show.
And then he whips. And then like...
You gotta turn up the personality on your show. If you're gonna make a character rad, go like fly directly into 80s movie trying really hard to relate to the kids.
There is a scene where like the music is playing and then he's like, yo, 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 this music sucks. And then he starts playing Metallica.
And Flores Boy is always like, Rad Dad, stop skating in the kitchen.
And he's like, you don't own me. And he's like roller skating, but also on a skateboard. And it's like the most insane thing you've ever seen in your life. He's like, hey, you making chili? And then he lights a cigarette and just drops it in. Bless you.
Okay.
He's like, hey, Flores Dad, I got pancake-flavored vape juice. Check it out.
Pancake-flavored vape juice?
And then he just, like, hunks cotton in his face.
That's like a band name right there.
Hunky.
Pancake-flavored vape juice.
Pancake vape juice.
No, I like the flavored part.
Rad Dad and the vape juice. This has been Drama and Ramen.
Can we please start a band named Rad Dad and the Vape Juice?
Rad Dad and the Vape Juice. So, who would be the Rad Dad? I guess I assume Stefan would be the Rad Dad, since he has the Rad Dad mentality.
I feel like I could play that character very well.
Yeah. And then me and Zoe would be respectively Vape and Juice, I guess.
Zoe's Vape, Simon is Juice.
Yeah. No, that's fitting.
I feel like maybe Zoe's character is like, we do not know the health risks associated with vaping. Be careful when you vape.
And I always just got a big old carton of OJ.
Yeah, I have two skateboards like strapped to my feet at all times.
We don't even like play instruments. We just kind of come out on stage.
No, and we're out on stage and I'm like, hey, I was at the gym the other day, and I wait for people to clap. Back to the show. Rad Dad gets back in his sick car, which was previously featured on Pimp My Ride. Yeah, it does this cool thing where when you hit the gas, little spikes pop out of the tires and like pop other people's tires who are too close to the car.
Yeah. But so he gets in his car, and then suddenly another car just kind of smashes into his.
Really?
And then drives away.
I didn't see this.
Yeah, it was just like into the back, and he's like, "What the hell?"
It's the negative karmic energies. Have you ever seen My Name is Earl? This is what that whole show's about.
Turns out the man in that car was his rival.
It was Earl himself.
It was Earl.
So then he takes it to the garage, like the place where the girl's family owns, I guess. And then the lady comes home, and the dad's kind of mad because he's like, I thought you just broke the mirror, but you got the whole backside broke too. Way. She says, no, I didn't do that. And then she thinks that Rad Dad is trying to scam her because
he's wearing a shirt he's wearing like a muscle tee that says tax fraud is cool. It's like a weird tip off, kind of.
I think what the funniest part is that it's still he's still a lawyer.
Yeah. It's the suit and a tie, but underneath that it's a muscle tee that says tax fraud is cool.
Yeah, so she now doesn't like the other version of Rad Dad she's gotten to know either, because she thinks he's trying to scam her by getting them to fix not only the mirror thing she broke, but also the backside of the car.
Okay.
Which is, I don't know.
Because if I were trying to commit fraud, I would go to a business and be like, can I have your services?
Yeah, that's what he actually says. He says, if I was trying to scam you, do you really think I would leave my car with you? But she's mad about that, and he's kind of mad too, because he's like, this lady is being super unreasonable.
And then he was like, women. And like that's the first time with Rad Dad, I'm like, okay, Rad Dad, that's a little weird. Like there's no ironic. He's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, Rad Dad, he can go a bit too far.
He's a little antiquated in his way of thinking. And by that I mean really antiquated and kind of the worst. There was a point in the show where it was like, hey, anyone want to hear my opinions on immigration? And I turned the show off because I didn't want to know Rad Dad's opinions on immigration.
I feel like we've kind of ruined the show for everyone who might be listening now, because if they watch it, they're not going to see Rad Dad.
Oh, yeah, they're
just going to see this.
That's true.
They're just going to see this husk of what could be Rad Dad.
I feel like we should make a drama, and it's called Rad Dad's Adventures in Parenting.
Yeah, and it can feature Crimate in it.
Crimate,
Yeah.
the primate who does crime.
Mm-hmm. And who else? Patchy.
Patchy the gorilla. I don't know what he does.
Patchy. He's got 2 eye patches.
Oh yeah.
Three hooks for hands.
Huh. Like the Wolverine.
Yeah.
I'm Wolverine, but also Daredevil.
I'm just trying to think of characters we've come up with here on Drama and Ramen.
Jacket Guy. We're building the Drama and Ramen cinematic universe. Coming at you soon.
Hey, guess what? My audio cut out. That's why things are a little wonky. Okay, cool. See you later.
So then it kind of cuts to Rad Dad and Flower Boy at home.
Rad Dad and Flower Boy, they're so good.
So Rad Dad and Flower Boy are at home with the little girl, and they're helping her with her homework, which she has a lot of, and she's 7.
Anyway, so they're doing homework, and Rad Dad is just like, find a nerd in your class and, like, make him do your homework. Easy peasy.
That's right, yeah.
Then he starts a fire in the kitchen.
And Flower Boy says, here we go again.
And then the episode ends.
Yeah, that pretty much is the end of the episode, I think. Unless was there anything else past that, Zoe? I think that's where I stopped watching.
The girl shows up to school with all her homework and the little drawing that she did of her family, and she's showing her friend, and it's so cute. And this boy runs up and snatches the drawing out of her hand and just runs around with it, and it's total chaos in the classroom. And next thing we see, I believe, is both dads getting a phone call saying that their daughter got into a fight. So the teacher's like, blah, 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 you have to come in because you're the parents and we need to have a discussion because, like, kids shouldn't fight. And both the dads show up, and the flower dad, he's like, oh my god, is she okay? Like, oh no, my poor child. And then Rad Dad rolls up on his skateboard, yelling, who won? Who won?
Classic Rad Dad.
But, like, the big plot twist is that the teacher of the little girl is also the lady that hit Rad Dad's car.
What?
What? Oh my god.
Oh my god, I saw the audio file as Simon and I said, what? And it's like, ooh.
Well, that's why we have audio games.
And then I think that's it.
All right.
I gotta say, this show, not as gay as I would have wanted.
More gay. Give it.
But yeah, that was Two Fathers. What do you guys think?
I give it 2 out of 5 fathers.
Oh, I think one thing I should add, which I found kind of cute, was
Simon, we have 2 minutes.
all right. Well, she referred to Rad Dad as Daddy, but Flower Boy as Papa,
Oh,
which I thought was cute.
that's
Yeah.
cute.
But
What do you give it, Zoe?
Okay, so I guess as a rating, I'd give this 1.75 rad dads out of 2 because it was super cute, but I wanted to be a little bit more gay.
Okay.
yeah, I think it does get better as it starts out kind of wonky, but then kind of gets a little better as the episode goes on, and there might be more opportunities for it to improve over its 73 episodes. But yeah, I would give this 5 rads out of 10 dads.
Heyo. This has been Drama and Ramen, and we'll catch you on the
flip side. Rad Dad and the vape juice out.
All right, should we stop?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably.
How do we stop, Simon?
We can't. We can never stop.
Simon, we have less than a minute.
Stefan,
I'm stressed.
We are stuck in a chaotic loop of never-ending podcasting.
Hit that button.
Okay.